Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be attempting a live solve of the Times Quick Cryptic number 2727, and this has been published on the 13th of July 2024, and it's been set by Looper. So I'm not sure if I've seen Looper before. His name I don't remember. We had a new setter yesterday, and that was a nightmare. That took me an hour to get through. So I'm hoping today it'll be a little bit easier. As I said yesterday, with a new setter, you either get someone who makes it a little bit easier because they're kind of on their first set and they want to try and encourage people to do it, or it's misjudged. And I think the general agreement was yesterday was a bit misjudged. So, without further ado, I'm going to crack on, reset the timer and crack on. So here we go. One across. Book parts in plays. Acts, I think. Invalids limit wearing underwear. The invalids limit wearing underwear. One placed in cabinet and one in church. One placed in cabinet and one in church. And that sounds like it ought to enter ICH. Let's look fall down. Favourite part of Cape Town is pet. So that doesn't give me the church bit. I was looking at the I. Beg agreement on public relations. Beg agreement. Agreement on public relations. I mean, public relations would be PR, but I can't see PR being there. Run across flood on the way back. Run across flood. So that's run across flood on the way back. Return. Stimulating call after fuss. 8 letters. I can't see anagram. Stimulating seems to be like an anagram. Unless it's... no. Lots of Catholics in return of offspring. Mass. In return of spring. I thought it was mass of something. Lot of Catholics in return of spring. A singular sense about withdrawn approval. I think I'm going to have to sneeze in a moment, excuse me. Huntress mostly in race glowing. Huntress. I think Huntress is Diana. Diane, mostly in race glowing. I'm going to leave that there. I think that's put in the middle of them. Radiance, there we are. Radiance. Bachelor crowd returning a large sum of money. Can't think what a large sum of money is. Should be obvious. Atmosphere detected in restaurant. Aura, that's a hidden word. Congenial expense. Oh, congenial expense. I don't know. Core user adapted source of help. So that's an anagram of core user. Something rescue. Rescue. With no R. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Entertain a goddess. And then I need a goddess. Entertain. Okay, let's go back to the cross. Ass or donkey only likes thistle first of all. So that's dolt. So the donkey only likes thistle. Starting letters. Mythical creature to agree with sun god. Sun god is either Sol, I think, or Apollo was the sun god, I think. Centaur. Could be centaur, but I can't think why that would be to agree with sun god. Poverty-stricken holy man welcomes in family, so that's ST. Poverty-stricken, so holy man welcomes skint. kin for skint. Finish session in a tie, losing heart. End. It feels like endure. Oh, finish. In fact, losing heart probably suggests it's going to be finish. So, oh. Husband succumbing to pressure, urges foreign shipments. Urges foreign looks like it might need to be an anagram. Shipments, I mean that probably ends in S then. Pressure, P-H-U-R-G-E-S. Is that right? Pressure, excuse me, my throat is... Shipments. Gonna move on. To take time to go on wagon. On wagon, cart, brace. To take time. Two is a brace. It's a duo. It's a pair. Magnificence of recycled old prunes. That's definitely an anagram of old prunes, isn't it? Splendor. Ooh. There we go. Splendor. Fashionable before Windy City. So the Windy City is Chicago. Chic ago. They are. Past. Before was ago. No mail distribution around November. So that's an anagram. Nominal. Theory. Yeah, in theory, I think nominal. No mail. Yes. Entertain a goddess. I still don't know. Offspring feel depressed. Maybe. Offspring is child. Feel depressed. Down. Blue. Ooh. Tip to note. Tip do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. To note. Tip. Is that ton? Okay, well, I've got a good smattering there, so that's not too bad today. Invalids limit wearing underwear. So, I want to think panties is underwear, but I mean, limit is a tie as such, but invalids, pants, is it? Limit, I think. I'm not very convinced by that as an answer, but let's, no, it can't be. I can't believe it would be. One placed in cabinet and one in church. One placed in cabinet. Minister, there we go. Cabinet minister and a reverend or vicar is a type of minister. Beg agreement on public relations. Beg. Run across flood on the way back. Flood. I feel like there's an R in there somewhere, but is that chimera, chimera? Chime, yeah, chime to agree, and then the sun god Ra. Run across flat wreck. Way back. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one to try and decipher. Stimulating call after a fuss. Stimulating, don't know. What's this? Lots of Catholics in return of spring. Lot of Catholics. Double C for Catholics in return of spring. Well. Can't be well, can it? Spring would be well normally. Bound. I mean, Rachel fits there, but I can't think why that would be Rachel. A singular sense about withdrawn approval. So I think withdrawn approval is no, no backwards. Sense would be feel, a singular, something one, I think that is. A singular, a sense would be hearing, eyesight, feel. Ooh, bachelor, crowd returning, so that's mob, isn't it? Bomb, I suppose. Okay. Let's have a look at this child. Offspring, feel depressed maybe. Brood, offspring brood. Congenial expense, outgoing. Ooh. What have we got now? Tip to note. Tip. Tip. Tip to note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. In which case, how is T spelled? Is it T-I, T-E-A? To note, is it just T-N? Core user. Okay, so I've got some. That doesn't look like rescue anymore, so I'm going to write that down. Core user. Ooh, got rid of an OR. That's a resource. Okay. Tip. To note. Tip tie. It can be T-A-E. Could be the, I suppose. Could be the, T. Toe. Toe's tip. I mean, that is to E. Letter, note as an E. Okay. I'm going with that toe. Entertain. A goddess. Entertain is to amuse. There we go. Good. That's nice. So top half still to be done a little bit, but getting there. Oh, well, I'm not looking forward to these two over here. Finish session in a tie, losing heart. Lose a tie in a tie, which makes me think that's tie without the I in it for losing heart in a tie. Session is a finish is to. Ooh, what is it? Don't know. Let's go from here. Stimulating call after a fuss. Call is to ring. I would think that's ring. Although sparking makes me, I don't think sparking. Let's have a look at here. To take time to go on wagon. So on the wagon is to go teetotal, stop drinking. Two, duo, pair, brace. Time would normally just be a letter T, in which case it can't go there. Could go there, or it could go there. And if that's the case, time to go on wagon. I mean, it can't be train, although a wagon could be part of a train. Can it? T on wagon. Time. 2. On wagon. Twain. Can't be twain. Never the twain. Beg agreement on public. Agreement is yes on public relations. Beg. Husband succumbing to pressure urges foreign shipments. I mean, that says there's an H in there somewhere, which would look about there to me. Okay, I'm going to have to go and look at the underwear again. Wearing underwear, so types of underwear. saw petticoat the other day, but I don't think that fits, so to speak, in terms of the crossword. Nothing personal. Bra, vest, pants. I mean, pants is beginning to look a little bit more possible. Invalids, or invalids. Invalids or invalids. Limit wearing underwear. So that's just, limit is something like a rim, edge. Yeah, I mean, quite literally, I've got my knickers in a bit of a twist now. I'm a bit stuck. Lots of Catholics in return. I mean, is this okay? So I've got some L's and C's. Makes me think maybe there's. I don't think there is a lot of Catholics in return offspring. Yeah. And this one, run across flood on the way back. Run across flood. I mean, makes think that's an R, but what can I have in there? W-E-R-T. I mean, there's no words really. Pert's a word. But what's that got to do with way back? Alert. Be alert. Britain needs alerts. Vert, dirt, cert. So really, apart from Bert as well, but again, not really an answer. Run across flood. Run across flood on the way back. I mean, skint and chimera, chimera, I don't know. Look right to me on the way back. Hang on, the way back. The way is a street, but that's not back, is it? On the way back. Went, run across flood. Run across flood. I'm really not getting any inspiration as to what the setter wants me to do there. Lots of Catholics, mass. In return of spring again. Not getting much clue there as to what they want out of me there. Parcel, a lot of parcel. Yes, parcel, because you've got leap and Roman Catholics in leap backwards. Parcel, lot of parcel. Okay, no wonder I wasn't getting that very easily. Finish. In a tie, losing heart. I mean, I've only got a nominal A tie in there, or ATE. I mean, the T could be there. Atrophy. At session. And is session involving an R. Round. Finish. I seem to have ground to a bit of a halt on this one. Husband's coming to pressure, urges ship. Let's see if that is an R. That'd be an S. Gears. Oh. Doesn't really make any kind of word. But pressure. Husband's coming to pressure. So that really feels like it should start with PH. Urges. Foreign shipments are urges, another word for urges, yearns, earns. Invalids limit wearing underwear. A sense, a singular sense. So we've got touch, hearing, so a sense about, feel, touch, taste, smell, sight, a singular. Alone, a singular sense about. Maybe I'm wrong about that. AS. Sense. A sign? No. About withdrawn approval. Resign? I can't get. That ends and is confusing my brain. There's no resign there, is it? Yeah. Simulating call. I think ring is probably the correct answer, the correct thing there. After fuss is a fuss. Stirring? Yeah, stirring. There, stirring. Whew, got something at last. Stirring, stimulating. To take time to go on the wagon. Time to go on wagon. So what's a wagon? And what's two? Two is ending in N. Husband's coming to pressure. Urges foreign shipments. I mean, that's probably going to be quite, I want to say quite obvious, but I'm not sure. Beg agreement on public relations. Really can't get past the fact that's PR. Beg. I can't think of the word for beg. Agreement is yes or might be okay. What would we beg in that case? And what would that be as TOO? And there's not many words can go before a T, or letter, sorry. A, can't be W, could be an E, but unlikely. T, Y, U, O, I, P, L, K, G, H. And there's almost nothing apart from S. X, C, V, B, N, M, T. To take time to go on wagon. I mean, is time that kind of time? To pair. Agreement on public relations. Okay. Is agreement okay? And if so, what is beg? Not getting very far with that. Limit wearing underwear. I kind of feel like really wants to be pants, but which is why I think I had that T there before. To invalids wearing limit pan invalids. I mean that'd be more like an N there, wouldn't it? So, and it might even be an A there. But then what's limit? Limit is cap. Backpack. Pan cap. Might be something to do with cap in there, I think. Cap. Ah, that would fit. Cap would make a PH or P word there. Although we need a word that's P, E, I or something. P, A, pack. Pack. I mean, it makes me think the invalids and underwear. Underwear, socks, vests. Okay, let's have a look at this. Finish session in a tie, losing heart. I mean, to be fair, I'm losing heart with this now. Finish is over, end, session, in a tie. A tie? Okay, that would make sense because then you've got a singular sense about withdrawn approval. A singular one. A tie innate. Okay, maybe that's innate. Finish is. So what's the session? Finish. Okay, let's lose cap for a minute. Although I think cap's quite a good word for a limit. Just think about what this might be. Something R innate. I think that might be innate actually. So I need a session. Finishes to abortinate. Session. Terminate. There we are. Session term. Okay. Pat. What's this? Pet. Invalids. Limit. Wearing underwear. That's top, isn't it? Must be top then. Is that right? Pat. Pit. Pet. Tip. Limit could be a tip. Po-tip. Po-tap. Top, sorry. Po-top. I mean, it could be top, it could be tip, I think. That would be my feeling about that. So let's go through the possibilities. Patipan. Patip. Underwear. Petticoat. Stockings. Petip. P-A. Petip. P-Y. P-U. Putip. Pitop. Pitip. Potip. I don't think there's anything else can go in there, so A-E-I-O-U. The alternative is that's top, in which case it becomes pat, patop, petop, pitop, put, putop, pat, pet, put, pit, pot, pite. I mean, the annoying thing is whatever goes in here, I'm struggling to get a word that's going to fit there. And I've still got this problem down here, wherever it is, over there. Run across flood on the way back. I want that to be something like west. I don't think it is. Flood is I'm just going to have a swig of tea for a moment, so I'm going to move the mic. I mean, petty. I still feel like that's the most likeliest to begin with pH. Yeah, it's coming to pressure urges, so that means there's an H between pressure and urges, pH. I can't think. And urges would suggest that needs to be an S. A singular sense. I think singular is S. AS actually. Sense about withdrawn approval. Assent. We had assent a couple of days ago. A singular sense about withdrawn. But then what's withdrawn doing? If that's the case, a singular, sense about withdrawn. Is that just saying assent? I'm losing the will to live now. I'm quite terminated, but I am losing heart. I don't know why I put tap. It's either top or tip on that. Pit. Tap. Top. Pitop. Patop. Poto. Pito. Invalids. Invalids. I'm not entirely sure I'm right on that anyway. Urges. Foreign shipments. That's exports, isn't it? That's just exports, I'm sure it is. Although why that's husbands succumbing to pressure if it's exports, or is it imports? Imports? Is it exports or imports? Or neither? I mean, it can't be that hard. Coming to pressure. Exhorts. I think, oh, right, yeah, so that's exhorts with a P for an H. Oh dear. I'm sorry, this is... beg. Agreement on public relations. So is that just public relations PR? Beg is to... No, PR on being put PR first, yeah, of course. Agreement, okay. I beg, pray. Agreement, okay. Don't like okay. Beg is to... I kind of feel like it's pray with I being like a Scottish I for agreement. Pray, beg. I think beg is to pray. Invalids wearing underwear. Limit wearing underwear. I mean, we had a limit being toe down there or something, didn't we? I don't know what that was. Anyway, excuse me, invalids. That's probably an S on the end of it, I would think. Underwear. pat, pet, pit, potresses, putresses, limit. I think that's twain. Oh my gosh, because of a haywain is a wagon. Oh, time's gone wagon, twain. Ooh, that's patience, isn't it? Which is pants, as I always said, with a tie in it. I think I actually thought that early on. No, I thought something like that. I was thinking panties, which is the tie, and that, which just leaves me this one over here. Run across flood on the way back. I mean, what words can go in there? Well, there's lots of words that can go in there. I'm just going to take out an R so I can play. I mean, run, surely is run. Across flood. I kind of want it to be rent, but across flood. A flood is tear. But that can't be tear or tear. Flood. And that feels like it should be an R, but I went through before and I said Z, no, X, no, C. Cert on the way back. Vert, Bert, Nert, Cert, Ert. St, Dirt, Vert, Gert, Hurt, Jert, Kurt, Lert, Bert. Turt. Test. W. Can't be Q. Run across flood on the way back. I mean, it feels like it should be revert or something. Rest. I mean, the way back, but that isn't a word. Anyone knows? I mean, again, lots of words there that I would know generally. I don't think there's any words in there that I don't know. I mean, there's been some cluing that's difficult, but not. Okay, so run across. Is it as simple as run across? And then flood on the way back. So flood would be, so what do we got? What can we actually have here? Kind of a vowel. We could have an R, but we've been through those. Unlikely. So I'm looking at this as T something, E something to mean run across. Bump into someone. Tour, tie, unlikely, unlikely, TP, unlikely, TL, K, J, unlikely, DS, TSE, backwards doesn't mean anything, TAE doesn't mean anything, C, X, C, V, B, N, M. So really the only thing that goes there would be TEE, team, to run across, meet, there we go. After all that, what was done? What haven't I done? Let's go. Grid. Oh, that's not resource. Oh, what did I do wrong there? I think that is resource. I don't think that's source of help. I think that's just a. I'm going to reveal that because I think that's probably a clue mistake on. Oh, recourse. Oh. Oh, wow. Silly me. Resource. S-O-U. I'm not sure about that. That looks to me like you can have either in there. Resource and recourse. I mean, recourse is a source of help, definitely. I suppose you've got source in the clue already, so you wouldn't normally put that in there. But so yeah, I guess it should be recourse. But wow, I kind of got there. I didn't quite get there on that one. Another 38-minute struggle. Yeah, I can't. Yes, well, yeah, I guess you can't really say a source of help is a resource, because the word source is already in there, but not maybe not the best thing to be going for anagram wise. But I suppose they're trying to get you away from that. So I think it's a little bit too. This has already been a long solve. I don't want to go through all those clues really. So if you've got any questions about the clues, just put them in the comments. I'll sort them out down there. So thank you for watching, and well, got there in the end, kind of.